Welcome to part 2 of this look at an absolute ton of new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Ladies and gentlemen, these are mods for Friday the 24th of January. This is part 2. Strap in, get ready. We did 32 mods in the first part. I think we're doing 28, 29 in this part. Biggest mod drop in gaming history. Well, I don't know if that's true about gaming history, but certainly for Farming Simulator. So, we'll crack straight on. In front of me, we've got the modern Pigsty. This by 750 Ti modding, 16.79 megabytes download, 35 slots, 50,000 to buy, will hold 150 pigs, piglets, etc. Build mode, animals, that's where you're going to find it. Under our pigs, just there. There are two versions. I think I went for the new version, which looks rather nice. Or there's the old version. If you'd rather have one that looks like it's been on the farm a little while, that kind of thing, you can go for the older version. Like that. I have put a manure heap next to it, and it looks like actually we have got some manure in it, which is good. So that means that's working, because the pigs have got bedding. Yes, there's some manure over in the back corner. Awesome stuff. Feed goes in the side here. This cover can open and close. Dialogue box for our animals is just here. For our 150. Slurry point, just there. Lights for the outside. He says, switch light off. There you go. Just inside the door is where the bedding can be dropped off, so the trigger is just inside, or well, it's along here, but I was just inside the door. Our pigs and piglets, nice and happy in here. Their bedding goes across the back, feeds in, and away they go. Lovely job. That's the modern Pigsty by 750 Ti modding. Next to that, we got this. Finally, I might have one in my price range. We'll see. This is the Big Cow Barn by RajotGPLAY. 17.47 megabytes download, 18 slots, 82,000 to buy. Will hold 72 pigs. Not pigs, cows. It's a cow barn, not a pig barn. Oh, good grief. Milk point is just here. All these doors do open. Centre section is where your feed and bedding goes in. Straight down the middle there. Dialogue box is here to the side. As I said, will hold 72. I did put water buffaloes in it, but it's up to you what you put in, of course. Lighting. Where was the light switch? Was it this end? There we go. Light switch was just here. We can turn on or off our lights. Very nice. And our slurry point is around the back. Same with this. If you put a manure trigger in, manure heap, and you've put bedding in, you will get your manure. Oh, outside lighting, or is that just decoration? Looks like it's just decoration. Build mode, animals, cows, just there. So for 82 grand, it's not too bad actually, is it? We go into our menu here and go up. We'll be able to have a look at them. That's our pigs. They've got their feed. They're very happy, healthy, and growing, which is what you want them to do. And then our cows, as you see there. No, hang on. Across to the side. Got your productivity. I've only just put them in, to be fair. But you get your buffalo milk, you'll get slurry, and then obviously you'll get your manure if you've got your manure heap within reach. But, I mean, that's nice and straightforward as well. That's the Big Cow Barn by RajotGPLAY. Next, we've got this, the Fermenting Silo. This is by OmaTana, 1.75 megabytes download, 5 slots, 30,000 to buy. This does a whole load of stuff, and it's very, very handy, very, very useful. If we go into our build mode, if we go to our factories, because it is technically a production, right there, 30 grand. When we place this, we have got the option for customization, color options. Go for it, whatever you want to do. And then you can fiddle around from there. So if you then want to go lighter, darker, like that, you can fiddle around and change your colour options, which is great. Now, putting in is done here. Taking out is done there. Manage production can be done from here. And what's cool about this is, what you really only need to put in this to start off with, chaff and grass, chaff or grass, doesn't matter. And straw, really. It requires water as well if you're going to do digestate recipes. So we've got here, chaff silage, so I'm going to turn that on because I've got some chaff in there. You can do chaff, silage and digestate. If we look at the recipe down there, so you get 1,000 chaff and 500 water in, 1,000 silage and 500 digestate out. So it is a one-to-one recipe,
that you're getting on all of these. Cycles per month are pretty good, and the recipes are high, so they produce pretty quickly. So if I put that on as well, for example, if we go back out there, grass silage and grass silage digestate, same thing. One of the recipes will just do silage, one will give you digestate out as well. Then we've got hay drying. So if you've got grass in here, and we can then switch that on, the recipe for that is a 1-to-1, 1000 to 1000, 240 cycles per month, and we can get some hay on the way. So once we've got grass in here, we can do our silage and we can do our hay, and we're on the way to making total mixed ration. Nice. We can do hay silage as well, so if we want to make silage from our hay, and we can do hay silage with digestate. We can also do silage from straw. So we can do straw silage and straw silage digestate, and then we move on to our total mixed rations. There are 3 recipes here. So this first recipe is the recipe I generally do is hay, silage and straw. I use the straw to pad out the mix, because if you've got straw coming out the back of a harvester anyway, you might as well use it. But some people don't want, if they're not bothered by doing that, so that recipe again, that's a 1-to-1 recipe. So with the combined things in, gives you 4,000 out, recipe's nice and fast. And the great thing is, once all your other things, if you've got straw in there as well, once all your other things are now producing and they're storing, which they are, I can switch that one on straight away, because I've got some products. It's going to take a little while to get going, but it will get chugging. The next recipe down is only hay and silage. It's 2,000 of each to 4,000 out, so you don't need straw. So if you want to go with that recipe, if that's the sort of thing you would normally do, that's great. But if you want to go full Monty sort of base game, how it's, I guess, supposed to be done, you've got your hay, silage, straw and mineral feed. So if you want to put mineral feed in here as well, you can. And there we go. So once you get that off and running, I mean, I can put both of the total mixed ration recipes on if I want to, and away you go. And as we can see already, everything's chugging away. We've got some, total mixed rations already being made. So from our grass that's being turned to hay, our chaff and grass that's being turned into silage, with those things combined, our total mixed rations now being made as well. Capacities on this are massive. 2 million litres of each, mineral feed 100,000 litres, and I think outgoing products, we've got 20 million litres of digestate, and then 2 million of each of the others. So plenty of storage space. Now that will keep the same materials missing, because as one thing's being produced, I'm using it to make total mixed ration. So there you go. And that's your all-in-one cow feed mixer jobby. If you just want to sell silage, and it runs really fast. Not bad at all. That's the Fermenting Silo by OmaTana. Next, now this one's, I don't know, this one's baffled me. This is, it happens a lot, doesn't it? This is the large silo pack by RajotGPLAY, 50.09 megabytes download, 11 slots, 16, 16. Now, according to the actual Farming Simulator website, when you click on that and you look at the details for what it says, the details on the website don't match up with the details in the Modhub anyway, because it refers to a dry grain silo with roof, base silo and base silo with roof, and then the capacities. If we go into our build mode and we go up one and go along to our silos, so we start here, 65 gram for the dirty, sorry, did I say dirty? Yeah, dirty grain. So you've got dirty grain silo with roof, dirty grain silo, then you've got dirty grain silo with roof, dirty grain silo. It doesn't say anything about base silos anywhere. All of those say 400,000 litres. But if you look on the website, it's referring to 1,750,000 litres, one's 150,000 litres, to 300. Yeah. So I tried filling them up, putting some stuff in. So this one, I put 400,000 litres in of canola, and it stopped. I was like, okay, so it is 400,000 litres. I tried to do 400,000 litres in this one, and this one, for some reason, registered what was in that silo over the back, but not what was in that one. But here's the weird thing. I thought, okay, well, I need to balance this out somehow. So I started taking some canola out of this one. The canola didn't come out of this one. It came out of that one. I don't understand. It makes no sense. My advice would always be, don't put your silos too close together. It seems to be a bigger problem on 25 than it was in 22. They're all registering. I didn't put, I think I only put wheat in this one. Or was it only canola? I didn't put any, whichever way around. But one of the crops, I didn't put any in this one at all. And over the back, this one went way above 400,000 litres. And when I say way above, I mean, what's that combined? 600, 700 and something. It's saying canola and wheat. I tried to put some more canola in that, and it wouldn't take any more in this one either. So it's not 400,000 litres. It's not 1,750,000 litres. I don't know what the capacities are. I mean, they're nice and big. They look cool. They're well made. This is the extension. If we go back into our build mode and we go to silo extensions, the silo extension there says 150,000 litres for 40 grand. So I put one next to it. But that doesn't seem to be registering. Unless it is registering. Maybe that is 400,000 litres, and with that we make it 550. But that amount's still wrong, isn't it? Unless is right, and it's combined it with this one. I'd like to say, they're silos. There's a pack of them. The other thing to point out as well: these are standard crop types. These are not multi-fruit silos. They are standard crop types, so that's something to know as well. So yes, the large silo pack by RajotGPLAY. Next, we've got these. This is the concrete wood support, and that's concrete but supports wood. They're concrete supports, but they take wood. A concrete wood support. I suppose it could be made of both. By IceNbrn, is it? 0.59 megabytes download, 1 slot, 1,000 to purchase. You'll find them under build mode. And interestingly, well, whether you think it's interesting, under tools. I suppose it is a tool. There you go. Just there. Buy in place, plonk them down, put them in 1s, 2s, 3s. I mean, 1 wouldn't make a lot of sense, but you know, however you want to do it, in batches. They come individually, so I put 2 together, and then you just pile your logs up in between there. That's raised up enough that then when you come along with forks or whatever it is, or a grab, you can get the grab underneath the logs to pick them up and take them off. So do exactly what they're intended to do. Very useful, very handy. That's the concrete wood support. I lost it on my list. Concrete wood support by IceNbrn. Next, I'm going to do these. I've got 2 or 3 I'm going to do while I'm over here because it makes more sense. We've got these. So this is the mobile barrier by Forst und Fahrzeugbau. 0.47 megabytes download, 2 slots, 1,500 each. Now these you'll find under, was it miscellaneous here? There we go, under miscellaneous here. There's your mobile barriers. We've got option design 1, design 2. Now when it says they're mobile, you can't pick them up by hand, but you can pick them up by forks, ones with straps. I mean, this will work either way because I've got these forks, and you can pick up multiple together as well. Oh, did I miss that completely? Oh, you muppet. Come on. There we go. Skills to pay the bills. Don't fall over. There we go. Just came at the wrong angle. There we go. Pick them up, move them around, place them down, block off roads, block off entryways, do whatever you want with them, put them next to buildings. It's entirely up to you. And this one that I use for the logging on Riverbend Springs has got straps that are invisible, so you can, like for pallets and bits and bobs, you can also... Oh, there we go. What is happening? There you go. So you can pick them up with the invisible tension belts as well, if you want to. So there you go. That's the mobile barrier by Forst und Fahrzeugbau. Next we've got the Forst Machete. 0.27 megabytes download, 50 to buy by Gian FS. We've got some trees here, that's why I thought it'd be quicker and easier to get down to here. If we go up, there's our machete. Haven't used this yet, actually. Let's turn it, I assume we have to turn it sideways, like a chainsaw. Oh, there we go, look. Crouch down, let's turn it a little bit more. I mean, it looks like more of a carving action, but it's got the machete sound. This is a big old tree. I probably shouldn't have done that, should I? I'm not as impressed with the timber sounds as the trees come down. Why is that not? Oh, there we go. So we'll remove the limbs and stuff as well. Let's do that and that. You'll find this under the chainsaw section. Just there. There's no options on colour or anything like that. It comes as it is. That's the Forst Machete by Gian FS. Next, we've got this. This is the Sawmill. This is by Jamo. It is 6.08 megabytes download, 47 slots, 150,000 to buy with some customization option in the colour. Build mode, factories is where you'll find it. just there. When you do go to place it, wherever it might be, press R3 for a customization. Solar panels, yes or no, that puts them on the other side, just over there, if you want them on. Colour choice, as it is the case with most of the buildings now, pick your colour, fiddle around with it as much as you like, and you get your colour choice on there. Very nice indeed. First section here is where your wood chips and stuff come out. So wood chips here. I'm not sure what this marked area is for, though. That might be one of the sets of, I'm just trying to think, yeah, one of the things that it produces, because the other section is all around the other side. Putting your wood in is done in the middle section here. Those doors do open. This is an open section, though. So bring your wood to here in the middle, and your sell wood point is just here. So that's putting the wood into the facility. I haven't got anything running. It runs as a normal sawmill does. We'll double check the recipes just to make certain. So these doors do open, and we come into here. And here's our managed production. And we've got loads of these marked areas here for all the various different products that are coming out. So, oh, I think we've got lights here on the wall, haven't we? There we go. Shed lights. And here's our production. So wood planks long, wood planks, prefab wall, and wood beams. And we have got wood chips come out. If we look at the recipes, let's go down. There we go. So it's a 50. So the recipes actually are 1-to-1. On a lot of the sawmills, they're not necessarily. So that's 50 wood for wood beams. 50 wood gives you 40 wood beams and 10 wood chips, which is quite cool. For our wood planks is 50 wood. Sorry, wood planks long, 50 wood, 40 planks long, 10 wood chip. I think it's the same. Each recipe is the same. So you're not losing anything. It runs as you would expect. You're getting your production of your wood, and you're getting the sawmill, which is the sawmill, the sawdust. Wood chips, which is the offcuts. 1.5 million litres of wood it will take in, 100,000 litres of each thing it will store. And you've seen the wood planks long, prefab walls and wood beams before, I would think, unless you are brand new to the game and you just happen to have found my video today, which, I mean, it's possible. Anyway, there we go. That's the Sawmill by Jamo. Next, we need to go to the front of the building. I need to speed up because I've still got an absolute ton to get through. I've just realised something I haven't set up, which I'll need to do in a moment. Now, some of the packs we've got, and this is the same as part one, we've got packs with loads and loads of different things, and I'm going to show you one of the pack, because otherwise it does get a little bit unwieldy, to say the least. So, we come to here. Next up, we've got the BigBags Cattle Pack by FSG Modding, 1.62 megabytes download, 1 slot each. We go into here. And we can probably do it from the BigBags here. No, it's, oh, is it showing there? There we go, yeah. Or we can go into the animals menu. It doesn't matter which one. So we go. So we've got BigBags mineral feed, 500 litre and 1,000. And then we've got Tolmix ration, 600 litres or 1,200. You can get them in multiples as well. So if you want to buy Tolmix ration in bags, if you want to buy your mineral feed in bags, you can. They're not liftable by hand. Nicely made and detailed. Do the job. That's the BigBags Cow Pack by FSG Modding. Next, we've got the Silage Additive Drum. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. erShaba. Oh, dear. The Silage Additive Drum, 0.41 megabyte download, 1 slot. Each one of these is 100 litres and it costs 300. Why is that important? If you're doing silage additive for your foraging work, so if you're doing grass work and you're baling or whatever, and you need silage additive in your balers and that kind of stuff. If we go back into here and we go to, we can probably, actually, you know what, we'll go up and we'll do it from the foraging section, because that's kind of where we probably should be. So here's our mineral feed. 2,900, sorry, silage additive, not mineral feed, silage additive, 2,990 for 60 litres on that pallet, base game. Silage additive drum, 300 for 100 litres. That's a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. And I was using this a lot on FS22 because it's a cheaper alternative. And if you're doing silage additive, any of your vehicles, why not? And I was using it a lot because it was liftable. You could throw these in the back of a wagon, put them wherever you want, store them. They're not liftable. I can't pick it up. I'm not getting the option. And so just to prove the point, look, that's giving me the option to pick something up I think we've got some stuff over here as well that'll give me the option to pick it up. Yep. Anything liftable. Now I managed to pick it up with that tension strap thing, so it is movable, but not by hand. But even if that's the case, for the price and the quantity, it's still a no-brainer if you ask me. That's the Silage Additive Drum By erShaba. Next, we've got the Fillable Pallet just here. One is partially filled. So Fillable Pallet by Pigsty 007, 0.16 megabyte download, 3 slots, 2,000 litre capacity. So if you've got a load of whatever product it might be, and these take pretty much everything. Again, if we go into this menu, I think if we go right down to the bottom this time, go to our pallets, and we should have Fillable Pallet mod there. You'll see all the crop types scrolling across. It will take all of those. So each one of these is 50. When they're empty, they are liftable and movable. When they're full, they're not. 2,000 litres of any of these products. And again, you might say, well, I've got a trailer, I've got a silo, I don't need... That's fine. It might be that it's just sort of thing you think, actually, you know what? Because I'm buying a lot of these other things. If you're buying chicken food, or if you're buying oats for your horses, or whatever it might be, and you're buying them in 1,000s, and you've got a load of pallets, you can actually fill these up. Like I say, the empty one is liftable. The fuller one is not. So if I grab a liftable pallet, 1,000 litres of horse fodder, and hold it above it, and you can fill it from trailers and all sorts of stuff, whatever you want to fill it from, it's entirely up to you. And then move them around, store them. But if you don't want to use them, again, you don't have to. It's here, I'm showing you. Fillable pallets by Pigsty 007. Next, we've got the tanker trailer pack. Now, I'm not going to get one of these out because, in all honesty, I couldn't see the point, because we can have a look at them. Anyway, if we go into, this menu here, we're going to start off on our slurry section. Actually, no, we won't start on the slurry section. Let's start here. Under animals and category barrels, we have all our base game trailers here. And this mod pack gives you those same base game trailers. However, look at the difference between the Abbey. That does water. That does all of that, including oils, sunflower oil and olive oil and all that stuff. It does, I think there's grape juice. I mean, look, everything. Slurry, digestate, fuel, the lot. Each one of these is exactly the same. So if I go then, that one, in, look at that one, water, that one. That one will do all of those, but that one will do all of those. And the options, if I look at that one, I mean, the slot counts are about the same. Prices are about the same. That one's got the options for rim colour and license plate. This one's got an option for main colour, rim colour and license plate. So there's a few extra options thrown in. Like I say, they do what the base game ones do, just all the additional juices, should I say. If we come up then to our slurry, where's our stuff? I've gone past it. No, we haven't. There we go. We want slurry transport. So again, here's our base game. And then we've got our modded version. So we look at that one there. That will do digestate and slurry. That one will do all of that. So we'll do digestate and slurry, but everything else as well. And the same with that tanker. It will do everything as well. So it gives you more scope and more options for transporting liquids around your maps if you want to use the base game stuff. And again, these ones have got some options in addition to, with main colour thrown in on top of the base game stuff. So you can have a real fiddle around and pick and choose what you want. All the base game tanker trailers, but better, more, whatever. That's the tanker trailer pack. 10.085 megabytes download, didn't say, did I? By Onur, Emre. And now we're on to, oh yes, I need to, actually, I'm going to do these next while we're here. Might as well, they're right in front of me. We have got, if I can find it, the hydraulic Bale Fork by BM Modding, 1.13 megabyte download and 1 slot. That's that one there. And then next to that, we've got the Rabe FB160 by Landray and Max, 9.64 megabytes download and 2 slots. These are both Bale Forks, Bale Spikes that go on front loader vehicles or a tractor with a front loader. So you will find these under front loader tools, which should be there. So there's our hydraulic Bale Fork. Options on this, we can just change the colour of the tines, so you can fiddle around with that. And then this one here is your Rabe FB160, and we can have with extra finger or without. There we go. So 3 or 5 spikes, tines, however you refer to those, but no colour option change on these. But what we do have on both is we have the option to, I need to get this right, is that one? You can raise and lower that, so it depends how many bales you're going to be carrying. You can raise and lower it for more bales or less bales. And then this one does the same thing, just a little bit smaller. There's no tension straps on these, they come as they are. If I can pick the right option on this one, it's that one there. There you go. Does exactly the same thing. Lovely. So that is the hydraulic Bale Fork by BM Modding and the Rabe FB160 by Landray and Max. Next, we've now got this. This is the Sugarbeet Cutter Pack by CuratoFarms, 0.78 megabytes download. This is representative of, again, if we come into here and we come down to our auger wagons, all the base game auger wagons, now they will do the auger wagon crops, the chaser bin crops. This pack does Sugarbeet cutters, so it will change your Sugarbeet into Sugarbeet cut. So it takes all of the base game trailers and turns them into Sugarbeet cutters. So again, I'm not going to go through all of the slot counts. I'm not going to go through all of the... the options are pretty much rim colour on all of them. There's not really tyre choices. It's the same as the base game stuff. The difference being these will only take Sugarbeet and they will cut it into Sugarbeet cut. They won't take all the auger wagon crops. So if you get one of these by accident thinking it's going to be one that will do everything and Sugarbeet cut, it won't. Just be aware of that. And I say, there's all of these in this pack. There's a whole plethora to choose from if you'd rather get your Sugarbeet done a little bit quicker. Now, what should happen, I thought I'd go for this because I don't often use something like this. It's an absolute monster, the mother bin. If I start that up, I'm full of Sugarbeet, and there's no option to do anything other than unload. So what should happen is it should cut it automatically. There's no other function to this. There you go. So we're over the trailer, and we're taking our Sugarbeet, and when we unload with our trailer, once I turn the engine on, because the pipe's out already, if I fold the pipe, that's going to put that away. So it's automatically unloading. Now if you've got a silo that takes Sugarbeet cut, you can take one of these auger wagons, tip it into your silo. So all that's going to do is take my Sugarbeet, cut it as it comes through. There's obviously a cross-cut thing at the bottom of the auger, whatever it might be. However they've got it working, and we're getting Sugarbeet cut on the other end. Tell you what, it's a much simpler alternative than using the little Ruby bucket that does 2,000 litres at a time. Why? I turned the engine off on the... That was supposed to have stopped. Maybe the only way to do it is put the pipe away. Pipe in, just to make certain. There we go. So yeah, a little bit better than doing 2,000 litres at a time if Sugarbeet cut is your thing. That's Sugarbeet Cutter Pack by CuratoFarms. Next, we've got these, and again, I'm not going to show you these working. They're balers. They bale, like all the other balers do. But what's different about these is the options we've got on them. So this is the Krone Baler Pack by MircoGT, 17.18 megabytes download. For the 1290, it's 10 slots. For the V190, it is 9 slots. So we've got these nice options on. We've got a black matte. There's a green matte. I mean, I have to say, I really do like the options on them. They are very cool. But they are just slightly altered versions of the base game ones, which you'll see now. If we go down to our balers. So this one's the more stark one because they're right next to each other. So price is the same. Slot count was a little bit different. That's only 8. This one's 10. But options on this one, we've got configuration standard with bale collect if you want. You've got black edition, like that, which is quite nice. Black edition matte, green black edition matte. No. You've got an extinguisher option, which is yes, it's on at the moment, and no is off. And then the other options are the same. Standard twine, silage additive tank is exactly the same. And then if we come out of there and we go to our round balers, there's the base game version there, the V190. Slot count that is 7, so this one's 9, so a little bit more again. And it's the same options. So we've got the same options as the base game one, but then we have got black edition matte, black green or green black, and then green black edition matte. Extinguisher, yes or no. Extinguishes that side. You can turn it off. The base game version doesn't have an extinguisher, so there's that option. And the other options are the same. They unfold, the pickups go up and down, beacons and that kind of stuff. Same as base game ones. Nice. the Krone Baler Pack by MircoGT. Next, we've got this, the Fliegl Silage Roller. This is by Onur Emre. It is 2.05 megabytes download, 3 slots, 2.8 meters wide. You will find it under silo, right letters, wrong order, silo compaction, 7,500, no options available, 2.5 ton. I'm going to see, how much difference it's going to make. I have got a little clamp ready to go. Of course, I'm going to squish the stuff out. This doesn't need to be turned on or anything, it just needs to be lowered because it is a weight, basically. I will go on that way because it might make it a little bit easier. I'm looking to see how quickly we are. 2%, 3%. It's not bad actually. It's going up quite quickly. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't sure. It's pretty good. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. It's doing the job it's designed to do. It is rolling, compacting, and it's compacting at a fair rate. Certainly faster than doing it without. There you go. Boom, done. The Fliegl Silage Roller by Onur Emre. Next, we've got this. This is the Rabe EG 3/9. I thought we had one of these the other day. This by Justin.schldt. 3.38 megabytes download, 3 slots, 2.5 meters wide. You will find this under cultivators. So, just there. There's our Rabe. 12 grand. We can have it 2.2 meters or 2.5 meters. We can have the shares on the front, the double heart, so the heart top and bottom, or wing share. Then we can change the main color. Again, metals and all sorts on this. That does that section. Next one down. Should have done a different colour, shouldn't I? That stands out. There you go. Does that section. And then the rear one, let's go green, does that section. You can fiddle around with your colour options. Keep it all the same. Whatever you want to do, it's entirely up to you. Now, this does have the option for, if I recall, where are we? R1. We have got toggle work mode, shallow, cultivation, or deep. I'm going to do it once. So that should be shallow. Is it winding it up? It is. Drop that down. There we go, doing the job. Lift it up, do it again, toggle work mode. That winds it back down again. Oh no, other way around, isn't it? That's shallow because it's putting the rollers at the back lower, which brings our cultivating feet up higher. So yeah, other way around. There we go. So slight difference in the two different textures between shallow and deep cultivation. That is the Rabe EG 3/9 by Justin.schldt. Next was the Gorenc Genota Supra 5M by Wolfx Modding. Won't download. The same as the pack the other day, yesterday, or the first part of the mod review, for the greenhouses that wouldn't download, did exactly the same thing. So that first Gorenc by Wolfx Modding kept going to 99%, 100% back to 0, and it would not download. Don't know why. But we've got the second by Wolfx Modding, which is just here, which we're going to jump on now. He says if he can get to the 3-point link. And the answer to that is no. So what we have got here is the Gorenc Soiler. Yeah, 300. This is by Wolfx Modding, 8.36 megabytes download, 7 slots, 3 meters wide, and you can do a cover crop as well. It does have the option to put a little seed tank on the top, and we can change it from grass, oilseed, radish, and canola. And back in. Now this should work. I don't think it's got the option for shallow and deep. We drop it down, it will cultivate as a cultivator at a fair pace as well. But if you put seed in and you want to use it for a cover crop as well, you can cultivate and then cover crop at the same time should you wish to do so. Nicely made and detailed. Looks good. This you will find, hang on, disc arrows. There we go, under disc arrows, just there. 9 grand. Options on this, we can have equipment standard, or the APV, which puts your seeding unit on the top of it, and then design standard or warning signs on the back if you want. So if you just want the actual cultivator itself, you don't have to have either of those on. and just have it as your 3-meter cultivator. That's the Gorenc Soiler 300 by Wolfex Modding. Actually, I'm going to do this one next because we're right by it. Did the engine run it? It did. We've got the Sky X50 Econov. This is the by Nico Pixies. It is 9.8 megabytes download. It is 7 slots. And the meters are various, which will make more sense in just a moment. It does fertilizer only, not fertilizer and lime. You'll find it under fertilizer spreaders just there, 21,500, so not too expensive. Price does go up a little bit though. 2,400 litre, 3,200 litre, or a 4,000 litre. Protection kit, yes or no? Just puts a plastic section. I don't even see it really. Just behind the PTO. There is a protection kit that goes on there. You've got simple support, which sits on the ground, or you've got support with casters. You've then got cover, yes or no, and then you've got your widths. So 24 to 36, 32 to 44, or 40 to 50. Doesn't add a huge amount of money. I mean, in all honesty, all those things combined doesn't add up to a massive amount on top. No colour options, it comes just like that. So we hop in, start it up. I went, of course, for the 40 to 50. Options on this, we can change it from 50 to 48, 44, 40. Back up again. Oh, hang on. Of course I do. Where are we? Unfold. Where does it say that? Oh yeah, of course it does. Unfold. What are we doing when we unfold it? It's opening something up there. Oh yeah, look, there's a little catch that moves there. Wow, okay. That's some detail. Cover opens and closes like that, and the ladder will go up and down. Let's try it again. And now turn it on. There we go. 50 metres of fertilising, spreading goodness. It's nice to have a straightforward standard one, isn't it? That's the the Sky X50 Econov by Nico Pixies. Next. Now, I'm not going to lie, when this pack came out last time, I didn't understand. And I still don't understand. I'm so sorry. This is the APV Grassland Combi Pack by DD Mod Passion, 9.92 megabytes download, 7 slots, 3 meters wide. There's a monitor option, and I put a big question mark by this. It's under grassland care, which normally means you've got, when you've mown your grass, which I haven't done, and I need to do that in a moment, and you go along with the grassland care thing, you put a roller over it, it will give you your next fertilising state, you're good to go. The APV is the seed unit, which goes on there as well, so you can do a cover crop if you want to. So you can use it as a roller on a normal field. It doesn't have to be done, although you find it, this is what I mean, it's a little bit, it seems to be covering all the bases. I'm not quite sure which one it's supposed to be. It's under grassland care. And I think, oh, okay, that makes sense, but you can do seed, fertiliser, or lime. And that's what I said, the previous version was like this as well. And it didn't matter what settings I did on the previous version, I couldn't get it to do anything different. It's just the same thing every single time. But when you go to use it, it says it's a weeder. So then my brain's like, okay, it's under grassland care, it's a weeder, it doesn't cover crop, but it cultivates, sort of rolls. Which one is it? I just, you know, and again, I'm not, don't mean to have a go at DD Mod Passion. I just think it just needs to decide what it wants to be. We've got rear light options. We've got design 1. Where was it? That's not the back. This is the back. So design 1, design 2, design 3. You've got APV control box. Now you can put the APV control box there, or as well, it says position in the cabin. So I've picked a tractor that will do it, because when you scroll through, it gives you a list of vehicles this will work with. So you can scroll through, you can find the vehicle it will work with. Then it says work area. So I've got one of each. Rollers and fertiliser spreaders, rollers and seeders, and then back again. What does that mean? It doesn't say in the description either. I don't know. Somebody out there that's cleverer than me will know. Bear with me a second. I just need to do a little bit of mowing. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll show you in here first. So if we look in the cab here, to our right, there's nothing there. If we go back out again and we look here, we've got our little box on there. So I've gone with a tractor that meets the requirements. If I hook up now, boom, look, puts the box inside. It's a cool feature. I like it. I think it's very clever. If we look, let's come out of there. So if we look top left, L1, turn on weeder, lower weeder, open cover, select seed, so we can do grass, oilseed radish or canola. R1, L1, R1. There's nothing, so I've got one. This one is solid fertiliser. and it took solid fertiliser in the seed tank. This one took lime in the seed tank, that took seed in the seed tank, but I've got no option for anything else other than what they... Yeah, I don't know. Bear with me. So I'm not going to lie, at this point, I'm not sure it should be under grassland care. I'm thinking it is a roller, or potentially a weeder, that will either seed, fertilise or lime. Because if I turn this on now and drop it down, what's it going to do to my ground? Is it putting fertiliser down? Yes, it looks like we've got a darker patch behind me. So it is putting fertiliser down. Okay, it's not ploughing up the ground, so it is rolling. So as far as the grassland care goes, this is the one that's got... Now, although the bottom right, it says canola 200. I put fertiliser in this. Didn't put canola in it. I didn't put seed in it. I put fertiliser in it. So, what's happened now? I drop it down. Let's go to a bit where there's not any... let's turn it off. I don't know. Turn it on, drop it down. It's not seeding, it's not rolling, it's not putting fertiliser down, so it only appeared to be working on the grass. The seed isn't going down at all, so it's not seeding. Okay, let me go and grab the next one. I'll try on both bits of land and we'll see. This one's got lime in it. Let's see what this does. That appears to be giving us a fertilising state on the grass. So as far as a grassland roller goes, it's doing it. Now it's weird as well because the picture in the menu, if I go across grass that hasn't been cut yet, it will take it back a stage. See, that's knocking it back a stage and doing it. But why would you want to? You want your grass, don't you? You'd cut your grass when it's fully grown, and then once it's fully grown, come across here. So it is doing the grassland care bit. I just don't understand the bit with lime. Again, where it's saying bottom right, it's saying grass. Now that looks like it. Is that actually seeding? Yep, that's seeding. So that's putting grass down. But that's got lime in it. Okay. Let's disconnect that. Go to the last one. The last one has got seed in it. Let's see. Right, so we have seed in this one. We are getting a fertilising state, so it's doing the grassland care bit. No grass, so it's not reseeding. No grass is going out the back. But like I say, it didn't put grass in it. Didn't put seed. Or no, this one did put seed in it. So what we should find then is if we go over to here, this should also seed. I'm going to switch it over from all seed radish to... I never do all seed radish. Why not? So let's see if this one seeds. Isn't it weird? I don't know. Yeah, that one's seeding, and we'll see in a minute if on the bottom right that number goes down. Oil seed radish, is it going down? No, what is that doing then? Oh yeah, it has gone down. Just uses far less. So there we go. I mean, it will do your grassland care, so it's giving us a fertilising state. It is seeding in two of the configurations, but not in the other. But that's on a field that's being cultivated, not on the grass field. So I don't know. Like I say, that's what it does. Those are the things that it does. You can pick and choose which of those you want to use. It's up to you. Next. Must speed up. This is the Fliegl ZPW 180 by hydraulic, 4.35 megabytes download and 5 slots on the consoles. You'll find this under, I mean, to be fair, you can find it under Bale Transports. It's probably under other trailers as well, but that's where I found it because it looked like a Bale Transport. We've got the option of Trelleborg, BKT, Continental, and back again. And there's a few different tyre choices, including a narrow that I went for on this one. You can have it with or without fenders. You can have it with or without warning triangle on the back. With or without spoiler. That puts the rear bar on the back, which is designed to stop things going under the back of it. If you stop suddenly, something drives into the back. So it's basically rear impact protection to stop vehicles going under the back of it. You've got attachers, yes or no, so you can daisy chain these or add other trailers or whatever you want behind it. Chassis colour will change I've gone with the same green again. You can go metallic, you can go matte on that as well. Rim colour again, you can change that, and there's a license plate option on there too. This is not an auto load trailer, it's a manual load trailer, and we do have tension strap options, manual outside or from in cab if you want to. Like I said, it's not an auto load, so I didn't need to show it doing anything. It's a trailer, swivel axle at the front. That is the Fliegl ZPW 180 by hydraulic. Next we've got these. This is the two-wheel trailer. This is by Pushcap, 11.81 megabytes download, 5 slots each. We've got a pallet one and a fill type one. The pallet one is not an auto load. So I thought, oh, a pallet trailer. It's 4 pallets, but doesn't have tension straps. Interestingly, both trailers, the back opens like this, as you can see. So yeah, this you'll find under, I think it might have been under, was that under regular trailers? Yep, there we go. So there's your pallet version, there's your two-wheel trailer version. That's got 1,600 litre capacity, takes all of that. That one is for pallets, IBCs, bales, whatever you want to put on it. But again, no tension straps, so just be aware of that. Options are the same on both. So we've got wheel setup 1, just change the tread a little bit, 2, 3, and 4. Back to 1. Main colour, anything on that pallet does all of that, and then rim colour does that. I found that the rim colour I could get a metallic, but the actual body itself, if we go up to there, I couldn't. Not that it matters, but it sort of shows that it does, but it stays exactly as it is. Like I say, fairly straightforward. We'll start the engine on this one. If I unload here, now 1,600 litres will pour out, although that actually the trailer back comes down further than the wheels pretty much, but then when you've got it in that configuration, you can unfold the tipper. Now I'll be honest with you, my mind says already, what's the point of this one? Because this one, you can have a capacity, you can put stuff in it, the back opens the same as that one does, and you can still put pallets on this, you can still put bales on it, you can still put IBCs on it, because it doesn't have tension straps, and nor does that one. So why have we got this one? There is no tension strap. So yeah, I don't know, that one seems relevant to me. Anywho, just saying. That's the two-wheel trailer by Pushcap. Next we've got the Lizard self-made trailer. How it made itself, I have no idea. It's incredible. Very impressive. Anyway, this is by Kavakulski. It is 3.28 megabytes download, 1 slot. You'll find it under, there we go, under flatbed trailers, 2,500. We can have car hitch, or we can have tractor hitch. Main colour does that. Design colour does the bed, like that, and then rim colour option and license plate option. This doesn't have ramps or anything that come down off the back of it. It has tension straps. You can put stuff on and off, well, from the sides, from the back. I mean, this would be quite good. When I do my logs, when I first start a Let's Play, I will often have a trailer like this, and you can put logs up sort of in a pile that way, lengthways, without it being a log trailer, and those supports on the side would actually come in very handy. But yeah, that's it. That's the trailer. That's the Lizard self-made trailer by Kavakulski. Next, we've got this here. This is a nicely made trailer as well. This is the Fliegl TMK273 by G Master, 11.1 megabyte download, 4 slots, 40,000 litre capacity. I do have it in its matte configuration. We have got the option of normal or grain door opening. I mean, yeah, it's a trailer. That's where you'll find it, under the trailer category. Just there, 45,000 for 40,000 litres. Good price for the literage. I like that. That's pretty good. We've got the option of Michelin, Trelleborg, BigBags, Vredestein, and back again. We've got standard 2. We've got wide 2. There's some other options with the Vredestein as well. The Trelleborg doesn't have any options. Comes like that. BigBags does have a couple, including wides, as does the Vredestein. You have it with or without reflectors, like that, and then you can choose your main colour. And again, metallics and stuff. Obviously, don't go for the yellow, because that pretty much hides your reflectors if you've gone for the reflector option. There you go. You can go metallic or you can go matte if you want. It's a nice trailer, nice capacity. Can't go wrong. That's the Fliegl TMK273 by G-Master. Behind that, I have to say, I do like the look of this one. It's proper old school. It's really nice. We've got this. This is representative of a pack. Again, this is the Hoa ULW pack by Hans, 38.13 megabyte download, 8 slot, 9 slot and 9 slot. The options are identical on all three, so I've got one out to show you. I love the track option, it's cool. There's a scales option as well, so when you've got weight on it. Obviously being an auger wagon, we've got cover open, pipe in, but what's also got an option for, which I don't think I've seen before, is a cover for the, so when the auger opens up, stuff doesn't go down inside it, rain and stuff, so it doesn't get rusty, and then when it unfolds, that slides down. It's a really cool animation, nice feature that. I do like it. And then once we're unfolded, we do have the option to adjust our pipe up and down, and our nozzle has some, hang on, let's get there in a minute, there we go, nozzle options as well for adjustment just there. Nice and straightforward. So let's hop out and have a look. So this you'll find under auger wagons, and they are just here. So we've got a double axle, and that's 34,000 litres, 250 horsepower. We've got a triple axle, same as that one price wise. It's a triple axle because it holds a bit more, 38,000 litres. Then we've got the triple axle at 43,000 litres. But like I say, the options on all three are identical. So you've got Lizard is with the tracks. We've got Trelleborg, we've got Michelin, we've got BigBags, Rajostein, back to Lizard, with a few different tyre options within those. I'll leave it on tyre options for the moment. There's mediums, which widens the axle a little bit. We've got wides. Again, you can have a look through and find. So you've got the cover for the auger, so you don't have to have the cover, but I thought it was a cool feature. I like that. You've got old generation trailer. You've got old generation red and green. You've got new generation trailer, black edition, back to old gen. Weight display, yes or no, so you don't have to have it on, but you can if you want. I think it's quite handy. Fenders, yes or no, and then a change in the rim colour. Like I say, that is the same on all three. If you've gone for the Lizard option with the tracks, and the rim colour doesn't do anything because there's no rims, but you can change the rim colour if you want to. So there you go. That's the Hoa ULW pack by Hans, which brings us on to the last of the mods for Friday the 24th. What time is it now? It's 10 to 4 on Saturday. It's taken me so long to do this. This one, oh, hang on. You'll know as soon as you see it. This is the Lizard Forestry ADH 18 by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau 7.57 megabytes download, 4 slots. I'm not a big fan of these sorts of things because I can never operate them properly. I need a lot more practice. It's basically a tree harvesting head, but it has a fella buncher sort of top bit to it, so you can grab the entire tree, you can cut it, then you can move it around, you can then lay it down, or you can cut it into sections, whatever. I will just show you it grabbing the tree and cutting the tree, because once you then tip it to then, if you're going to cut it into lengths, if you're going to leave it in full lengths, that's fine, but if you're going to then cut it into shorter lengths, the top section, it doesn't become irrelevant, but the problem is I've always found these sorts of things, because the tree physics have always been a little bit, you get a bit of movement. I just find that's just, I say again, possibly me personally, but we will see. So under forestry, under excavator tools is where you'll find it, just there. 28,500 options on this. We can change the feed rollers. It's a bit hard to see inside. We've got feed rollers design 1 and 2. We can change the main colour to anything on that pallet, including metallics and stuff like that. Claw colour, we can change the colour of that too, which does the claw sections. Harvester head colour, we can change that. Let's go blue, for example. Feed rollers inside, let's go, what colour's going to stand out in there? Yellow, there you go. So there you can see the feed rollers a bit better in there now. And then we've got the decal colour on the side. If you want to go for something a bit brighter, it's up to you. That wasn't brighter, that was worse. Blue maybe, kind of. Let's go yellow. We'll get there in a minute. There we go. All of that. So, let's hop in here. We see top left. If I turn on my harvest header, what we do have as well with this, we have got all the options you normally get for harvester headers. So we can tilt the harvester head. So if you're picking up trees from the ground and cutting them, you can tilt the harvester head to do that, which is very handy. We have got the option to lift pickup is what does that. So lift and lower pickup is what opens that. We can change our cut length from 2.5 meters up to, I think it's 20. Let's go up to 20, then maxed out, which does the entire tree, then back to 2.5 again. And once that's open, and we get it to the right height, hopefully, if I lower that down till we get, hopefully it's still saying cut. Like that. Is it saying cut? It is. If I now lift pickup, that'll close around the tree and hold it, hopefully. Cut the tree. That was loud. Lift it up, move it around. And like I say, you can lay it down, you can do whatever you want with it at this point. Obviously, it's going to depend on the size of the tree as well. This is the only problem, because I don't think we can't... Yeah, this has to be... How does this work? Oh, right. So, if I'm going to lay the tree down and someone else is going to come, that's fine. But if I want to cut this now into lengths, I've got to release that pickup, haven't I? If I release the pickup, that then releases the harvester head, which then allows me to swing it around to a position, there we go, where we can cut it. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Then when you cut it, and that's it. I mean, you know, that actually worked quite well for me. I was quite surprised. So if you've stuck with me through part 1 and part 2 right to the end, I really do appreciate it. There was a lot and it has taken a while. I really would appreciate a massive thumbs up, because honestly, it just helps with algorithms and things. But that's it, part 2 of the mods. If you haven't watched part 1, jump back and have a look. If I remember, I'll put a card on, but I don't always remember. I hope you found all of this helpful and useful in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.